Welcome to my second viewer mail video. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting, bringing you what all the awesome people of the world have sent me recently in the past few months. I've only done one of these videos before and it's been a long time coming, so let's get to it. If you are someone who sent me something, you're absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. In the description below the video, you will be able to see my P.O. box for anyone else interested in maybe sending me anything. You're welcome to do so because I do have a P.O. box. This first one is from Jonathan Maraglia, and essentially what we did was he sent me a gold Mario and I sent him something in return. Thank you so much for the gold Mario and your note as well. It's pretty awesome. So he's 14 years old and I inspired him to start his own Nintendo collection. That's awesome, John. Good luck with your collection and thanks for the gold Mario amiibo. Just going to leave your note right over there. Next up, from Yannick Grenier, or Grenier, I usually pronounce his name wrong. He sent me a Jigglypuff, actually, which is absolutely awesome that he contributed to my collection like this. So I did get your package in the mail right here. Thank you so much for the Jigglypuff. I really needed that one. That's the one I kept sealed, actually. Thank you. And I also got a Jigglypuff from someone else, actually, from Brandon Parent. He sent me a great note. And let me just put these aside. So he sent me a really long, awesome note, actually. I read this whole thing. So he sent me a lengthy note. He talked about a lot about how amiibo collecting is absolutely crazy right now and how hard it is. But he was really lucky to get his hands on another Jigglypuff and a few others. So thank you so much for your note. I read through the whole thing. That's really awesome. He even signed it. That's really professional, too. Thank you so much. And it's typed. Wow, that's a lot of words, too. So Brandon Parent, he sent me a few figures, Lucina, Robin, and Jigglypuff. All three of them. That's pretty awesome. I should say Robin, Lucina, then Jigglypuff. So all three of these were sent by Brandon Parent. I think he had a trade with one of them with a Courtney that he said I should give a shout out to. Thank you so much for those three amiibo. That's incredible. So that was really helping me fill out my amiibo collection from a few people online. That's so helpful because it's so hard to get your hands on some of these guys. Alright, next up is James Bacon. So I got something from him. He sent me this awesome note and an incredible hand drawing. This thing is so awesome, Baby Bowser. That looks absolutely exceptional. I should put this up somewhere in my room. I'm thinking of having beside my fridge maybe a little area to put up some notes and things from people. So he's actually saying he saw a video of me on break.com. He lives in Ontario as well. Hey, shout out to fellow Ontarians from Canada. He's such an inspiration. Thank you so much. That's awesome, James. I really appreciate it. He's 13 years old. Good luck with all things Nintendo and anything else. Thank you so much for your amazing drawing. That's really well done. Next up is someone all the way from Australia. Crazy far away. This is Travis Goley, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. G-O-L-I, I believe. Travis Goley, thank you so much. He sent me a Ganondorf. I was missing this one. I couldn't find it anywhere locally. It was so hard to find Ganondorf, and it's crazy to see that in Australia these are $10. I think in Canada these are like $6 or $5 or something like that. And he also sent me a copy of Steel Diver. He said he was able to pick up as well. So thank you so much. If you had a note with that, I don't know what I did with it. I apologize. I did read it. I might have misplaced it if you had a note with it. But I really appreciate you sending me both of these. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Just going to leave those right there, I think. Alright, next up is from, let me see where this is from. This is a Smash CD from Daniel Levy. So Daniel Levy sent me this Super Smash Bros. CD. It's still sealed. It's from Club Nintendo. He said he had the points, but he already had the CD. He didn't really need it, or something like that. So thank you so much for sending me this CD. That's absolutely amazing. I was able to get my hands on a second one, so I might do a giveaway for this one at some point, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for saying that, Daniel Levy. So I'm just going to leave that, I guess, right there. Next up, we've got from... Oh, this is really awesome. I've just got to grab this, actually. Let me just lean over a little bit. So the Super Smash Bros. Poster, a lot of people were wondering about for a very long time. So here I'm just going to put a little bit. This massive Super Smash Bros. Poster, it's really hard to get in the entire shot, so I might actually just put it at the back of the video a little bit. Maybe you can see most of it. Jigglypuff's obviously blocking. So that thing looks absolutely huge. It's awesome. It's so big. It's going to go right here for a second as I just talk about this. The Super Smash Bros. Poster, look at Jigglypuff and Ganondorf look so happy right there. They actually came in a magazine called the Nintendo Force Magazine right here. So there's a few issues you can see. I only have 2 issues, issue 12 and issue 13. I think with issue 12 came this poster, because I actually opened this up, and there's the Smash Brothers on the back. So if you ever want to get this massive poster, it's from Nintendo Force Magazine, and I didn't know about it originally, so I was actually notified by someone. Let me just check the name of it so I get this right. Mark Joseph let me know about that awesome poster and the magazines itself. So the magazines are trying to continue Nintendo power. There's quite a few issues out already. Sometimes they come with really cool little items like that Smash Brothers CD. So thank you so much for letting me know about that. That was from Mark Joseph. I really appreciate it. Alright, next up we have a letter, which was from Cameron. So Cameron sent this. He asked a few questions, actually. He says he's 13 years old. He's 14 now, so happy, well-belated birthday, probably. You've been watching for a year and a half. That's awesome. Have I ever wondered how many pieces I have in my collection? How many individual pieces? Thousands. Thousands. It'd have to be well over 2,000 pieces in my collection. At least. Wow, that would be so many. So many pieces. You live in the Greater Toronto area, just like me. I live really near Toronto, actually. You want me to complete my N64 collection soon. Thank you. I'm missing 2 more controllers and maybe a handful of games until I have everything I want for the N64. And you also drew something. It's the best thing you could draw from Cameron. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Alright, next up we've got from Justin Myers. Open this up. There's quite a few things in here. And I know he also was wondering if he could shout out to some people. So let's actually open this up. There's a really cool comic, but let me get to the note first, because this is pretty fantastic. So here he gives a list of games that he says you can find on the computer on a certain website, Retro Game Room, and he's allotted games that he thinks are really awesome and that he appreciates. So these are all bootlegs, but he thinks I'd really like Samurai rather, something like that. I think it might be called Samurai. And he has a little drawing, Arrivederci. I can't pronounce that very well. Here comes Samurai Mario. It's pretty cool. So there's the note. He also gave a drawing, so I'm not sure if I assume he drew this. So this is pretty cool. So, yes, those are real things. Let's just go back. Okay, yes, those are real things. They're for the Dendy or Famicom. You can find them on NES reproduction sites for a good price. And I suggest you play them. I included a list of games you should try online. Good luck. I probably should have read this first. Really good drawing, actually. Nice signature, too, 2015. Then he also has another drawing right here. Granddad, Fortran, I guess. Ready or Dendy, Samurai the Adventurer. It almost looks like Mario, of course. Why do these exist? The silly computers, why do they exist? Really cool drawings. And then, of course, he also had a little shout-out. Please give shout-out to Madison LaGreca. I hope I'm pronouncing these right. What's his name? Owen Waterstram, Denny Krajowski, and Travis Maines. Thank you with a little drawing. Thank you so much. There's your shout-out. Thank you so much for sending me the pictures, too. That's really cool. So I'm going to keep these all together so I don't lose them. Alright, moving on. We've got a few more things. A crazy amount of things sent in the past few months. So here we have something, a little note, and also some perler art. Lithium and Dan. My name's Dan. Thanks for some awesome and informative videos. Keep it up. You are great. They are great. By the way, Mario was going to send you broke. That's okay. So this is from Hippo Metal, his YouTube channel. He's also named Visic. So he sent me, I believe it was this one. I was trying to remember for the life of me, but he sent me a Perler Arts, and this one is from A Link to the Past. This is Link, obviously. Looks pretty awesome. He might have also sent me the Ocarina. I'm trying to remember, but I used them in my video, actually, for my room tour. And I just got confused. But I know he sent me Perler bead art, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sending me these. That is absolutely incredible. I'm just going to keep those right down there. We're getting closer and closer. I believe this is the last thing. I think it's the last thing. Ended on a really good note. I think I talked about all of those. Yes. Alright, so the last thing here is from Diego. Diego Artega. Yes, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. So here, he'd like to thank me for my Nintendo collection and for sharing it. He subscribed, which was a good choice. Thank you. He did 3 handmade drawings of Toon Link, Blastoise, and Squirtles, and my me fighting Mario. He also sent a DK card pack. I've got that right here. Thank you so much for the card pack, by the way. And let's look at Diego's drawings, because these are absolutely incredible from Diego. Look at this. If you've ever seen my me before, if you have me on Wii U or ever seen me online or anything like that, that is my me. That looks exactly like me. That's so awesome, with a fireball with Mario. Holy cow, that looks like me. Squirtle into Blastoise. That is an incredible drawing. My wife will really appreciate that too. Holy cow, that's really good. And then a nice, great picture of Toon Link, actually, from Diego. Those are incredible. Absolutely amazing, especially the one that you nailed for my me. That looks a lot like me in real life, actually, too, for my me. Really cool. If you're ever wondering what I look like, that's pretty much it. Thank you, Diego, for all of those and for the cards. Thank you, everyone who sent anything into me. That's incredible. Look at all this stuff. That's awesome. So if you'd like to send me anything, there's a P.O. box in the description below the video. Thank you to everyone who sent anything in. Feel free to fill that like bucket. Follow me on all the social media links in the description below the video. And remember, as always, go collect them all and keep smiling while gaming. And thank you, everyone.